Diversity. What's up, everybody?
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Chokes and Consciousness.
Episode 14.
Damn.
Dang. Bow, 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 bow. Just rolling them out.
Yeah. Routine.
I almost was like, damn, we have so many. I was like, is it episode 4? It is episode 14 because last week was episode 13.
Yeah, I forget what number we're on now. Like we surpassed 10, so now I'm just like, yeah, I don't
Means
too many.
Been too consistent out here.
Mm-hmm.
And who's complaining about consistency? Not us.
I'm not.
And apparently not our listeners. We appreciate you. Yes. So here we are on this lovely fall day post Michaela's B-Day again.
Yeah.
You know?
28.
Happy B-Day belated.
Thank you.
You look seasoned.
I look 28.
Not
Dang.
in a bad way.
Dang.
No. We were just talking about like seasoning is a good thing. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the marinade.
You don't be looking all like bland and dry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you were, but now you got like you got some seasoning in there. Like, do you have any grays?
Yeah, I got a patch on the back of my head that's kind of gray.
Oh, shit.
I think it's kind of cool. It's just one spot.
I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, it's like on the very back of my head. But like in my ponytail, there'll be a gray patch. Kind of cool.
Dang. Yeah, it's like superhero shit.
Yeah, not like Jill, but...
Oh, no. But that's like... how it starts.
That'd be cool if it spread.
Dang.
We'll see.
Yeah, that'll be lit. So, updates, because you kept us in a cliffhanger about how big the new tat and everything was going to be.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Michaela's out here. Debut.
Ready for it?
Ready.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, that's beast mode right there. Yeah, for the listeners out there, it's bold and big.
Yeah,
there's
it's almost from my wrist to my elbow. Yeah, there's a third eye, and I didn't even like think of it as a third eye, but then I like raised it up and I was like, oh shit, it is my third eye.
That was like, I didn't even notice it at first when I saw it, and then as I was like, oh shit, there's a third eye in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's a lot bigger than I was imagining it being, but every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that's sweet.
I feel your joy through the screen when you just said
that's
that.
Awesome.
Like, yeah, like you just wanted to burst out into excitement.
Yeah.
Like a little kid.
Almost. Yeah.
I was so excited.
I love art. And I love tattoos. They're sweet.
Yeah, it's clean too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Black Chapel tattoo. Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one. And then I got the inside skull from the same dude.
Mm-hmm. Michaela's out here. So is the overall goal to get an entire sleeve or?
Yeah, eventually. It'll take some time. They're expensive, but eventually I want a whole sleeve.
Hell yeah. How long did you have to sit for that one?
3 hours. Not bad.
Oh. I guess in my mind, I would say it's like, I guess in my mind, it looks so bold that it like, that would take a while to.
Yeah, I think since it's so clean and it's just line work with some shading, I think it was like an easy thing for a tattooer. You know? Like, I think this one took like 5, my flower, because there's more detail and more shading, like intricate shading, whereas this is mainly filling the lines.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, I hear you. Yeah, I'm here for that. So, Michaela out here just transitioning, ascending into your seasoning.
Starting 28 strong.
Yeah, you are. So that was also, remind me the representation of the scorpions, because you went scorpion hunting last year with G-Mall in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we stayed with my grandma and her husband, Phil, and Phil took us out in the backyard, and he was like, "Let's go scorpion hunting." So he pulled out a black light, and we were just shining it around in the backyard, looking for him, like, under leaves and stuff. But
Yeah.
it kinda felt like just like a safari, like, ride, you know, going with Phil because he was taking us all through the backyard and around everything, just searching for scorpions. So
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool memory. And I
That's
love
awesome.
Phil. He's, like, the coolest dude, my grandma's husband. I love him.
Shout out to Phil.
Yeah, Phil.
Yeah. I've never like so when you brought this up, scorpion hunting, well,
Yeah.
like a few weeks ago, as the inspiration to your tat, I was like, I've never I guess maybe I have heard of it, but I've never like
Yeah.
what's the is there a purpose to it? Is it like
Well, they wanted us to kill him because of their little
yeah.
dog. They got a little Yorkie, and if it were to
Mm-hmm.
get stung, I don't know, they'd probably take him. I don't know if he would die, but they'd have to take it to the vet.
Wouldn't be
So,
good.
yeah, so they wanted him killed. So we went back there and just searched for them. And I mean, they're only like maybe 3 inches long at the biggest. Like they're tiny little scorpions, but
Yeah. They
they
scare
glow in the
me.
dark, so they're really cool to see with the black light.
See, I mean, like when I'm thinking about this, it's like that's something I'd want to watch in the house.
What do
You
you
know?
mean? Like stay inside and watch through a
Yeah.
window? they're they're this big.
I don't know. It's scary. I
You
get
can just
scared. They're like
step
big
on them.
bugs. No, what if they pierce me?
They're so tiny.
Was it?
You
But they
don't
got
gotta worry about
poison.
it. Yeah, but you just smash them like a spider.
I hate spiders. Well, spiders. It's on site. All the spiders. Hey, all the spiders here in the house that's still dangling around. It's always personal. Remember. Sorry, had to get that off because sometimes they be tripping out here. They just want to roll up on
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I don't mind spiders, but I've had some fall on me while sleeping in bed, and
Nope,
that was like the last straw.
that was the last straw.
Yeah, that's happened to me twice.
What do you mean? How does this happen?
A spider falling. Well, one time a spider it fell from the ceiling because I felt it fall from the ceiling and crawl on my bed. That freaked me out. That was when I was younger. But like a couple months ago, I felt one crawling on me. I think
Oh,
it crawled on my neck. I woke up instantly and just smashed it on my pillow. But
oh,
I was so tired that it didn't freak me out, but it was so gross to wake up with the spider crawling on you.
yeah. No, that's like, yeah. No, I can't. I'm like right now. I'm uncomfortable thinking about that.
Yeah. That was so gross. Like I felt it and instantly knew what it was. And I just smacked my like I woke up and just smacked my pillow.
Well, see, my worry is like, brown recluse. Every spider I see is a
hmm
brown, even a black one. I get black ones are house spiders, because here, I get it. I'm not trying to say like, obviously we need spiders in the theme and essence of October, Halloween, and all of that. I know y'all been demonized out here in these streets, and I know a little bit ago I said it was personal, and it still is, but multiple things can be true. Multiple things could be true. Look, I understand you're needed, that other ones eat other ones and other little shit around. My
hmm
thing is just don't let me see you.
Yeah.
And we are 100%, I got you. But if you let me see you even like a corner of my eye and you're like, do you been doing your own thing? It's over. Because just like with the story, I'm like, because see, I would be thinking this spider that just fell on me from the ceiling is because I saw you and I didn't smash you. So it's my fault.
hmm
And then
Damn.
what if you went and laid eggs in your baby somewhere? And then y'all all pull up on me. I can't have it happen.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like there's been some spiders I've let go.
And they pulled up on you.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, but they're usually by the door, so I know, oh, they're probably killing bugs. I'll let this one slide, but yeah, it
Hmm.
probably fell on me. Thanks, spider.
And see, and that was the problem because had it not fall, that is an act of war at that point.
Oh no.
You could have been crawling anywhere in this space, and you decided to crawl somewhere where you were potentially going to fall on me.
I think it's like a fact that we eat so many spiders in our lifetime. I can't remember how many, but
Yeah, I don't know.
that's so gross.
As long as I just don't know about it, because yeah, I've woken up to the
Oh.
same sometimes. Like, you know, you had shit on you, and it's like it's a quick one. Yeah, it's not fun at all. Remember that I ever show you that video of that huge spider that I killed out here in the back like a couple of years ago? I mean, I thought it was so big in my peripheral. I thought it was a frog
Oh no.
dangling from the like our little gutters.
Mm-hmm.
I just caught it in my peripherals, and we had a storm the night before, and I was just like, how did a frog, you know, like I thought it was just like a dead frog, just like dangling, like dang, just gonna have to pull that down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No, got a little closer, and it was one of them, like, what are the garden spiders, like
Oh
the black and
yeah.
yellow.
Those are cool.
I didn't know what it was at the time. All I know is you're huge, big as fuck. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it was like one of those, and I felt it was like it was extra personal too, because right before I noticed it in my peripherals, I had just let Zoe out in the back, and I had like walked under it, so it could have
Oh
like
no.
I had just like missed it.
Dang.
Yeah, and then when I saw it crawling and it was alive, it was a situation. Had to get locked and loaded on the bug spray, and I mean, it took
Oh,
like
you sprayed it.
I did. I it was dripping. I had to.
Oh, poor
And that
spider.
was, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Afterwards, after I conquered, did what I had to do, RIP. And then when I found out what kind of spider it was, I did feel bad. I did.
Yeah, those are
For
really
one
cool
time.
spiders.
I know, but I didn't know what it was, and you were
Mm-hmm.
huge.
Yeah,
And you
that's
were
fair.
right out the door, and I was like, oh my God, what is this?
Yeah. I've had a tarantula looking spider end up on me once
Nope.
when
Nope,
I was
nope.
walking. And it was like after floods, so I think it just, I don't know what it was, but it was huge and kind of orange. And I just like froze and yelled at Jeff because we were walking our dog. And he takes Roxy's leash and starts like whipping it around like he's going to hit me with the leash. uh,
Wow.
but he was taking so long, I just smacked it off my leg because I wasn't waiting for that.
So he was gonna like try to do like a little rodeo of
Yeah, yeah.
it.
With Roxy's leash, so it was only like 6 feet of leash, so he only had a tiny bit. I think he's scared of spiders too, so he was not
Hey,
gonna touch it.
Jeff, I feel that I would have froze too. You know, you have those moments where it's like you don't know how you would react until you think you would react a certain way, and then you're just Jeff was on some cowboy shit. He was like, I'm gonna wrangle up some spiders tonight.
Yeah, I was not having that. I was expecting him to smack it, but no, he started twirling the leash around.
Damn, did he think he was like gonna fly out or something? Like,
I don't know.
get me out of this situation.
It was taking too
Yeah.
long, that was for sure.
Damn. Just know, honestly, I don't know if I would do that with a leash, but I'm a freeze. If that happened to you,
Dang.
please, I know, please don't expect much. Like, I'm the friend, like I thought. So this what happened one time. Friend of mine, me and a couple friends, we were in Colorado back in college. We were downtown Denver, and we were walking downtown, and friend sees the store. I don't even remember what store it was, but they loved this store. And just like a child, mind you, we're in college, but just like a child, they're like, ooh. They look over, and this like, don't even look both ways. You know, the minimum you should do is look both ways, like I've always said. Like, she does not look both ways. And as she's walking and goes into the street, I look and see a bus coming.
Oh no.
And you would think my instinct would be like grab, pull in, or yell. I just froze and was like, I'm gonna
Oh,
see
geez.
like this happening. It's fine, like, but then luckily my other friend, my friend Talal, who I've mentioned before, quick thinking, grabbed our friend, pulled him back in.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, the like fight or flight thing's crazy.
I was disappointed in myself. So I'm just saying, don't
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be in situations to test myself again because I'm like, I think I'll do better.
Yeah. We'll have to test that out.
Yeah, damn. Are you willing to like step in front of a bus for me to see?
Maybe for a split second.
Bus has to be like 2 blocks away. Damn. Hey, it is
Yeah.
what it is. I can't help. I couldn't help it at the time, but I thought about it critically afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that does suck for you then.
It did. Yeah.
Oh well.
And then if we were talking about intrusive thoughts like last time, then you have to think, I don't know if you so in the theme again of October, Halloween, I don't know, did you ever watch the Final Destination movies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hated
For,
those movies.
those were pretty wild. The first one, the original,
Yeah. I don't
I saw that
remember
one.
which was which. I just remember
Damn.
scenes.
Damn. Well, the first one was that one had Candyman in it. The dude that played Candyman,
Mm.
he was also
Mm-hmm.
in this Final Destination. I remember I saw that one in theaters. I know you
Oh
probably haven't.
no.
Hey, it was a great movie, but terrible, obviously. Like the
Mm-hmm.
premise. So in my mind, I was like, damn, might be like some Final Destination shit. Like she got saved, but like what if it was like meant to be?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, clearly.
Dang.
Yo, but every time, I bet every time you get behind a semi truck with like some
Yep.
fucking, yep,
That's what
that
I'm
scene
that's what
always
I'm
pops.
thinking of.
You ruined it for us. You can't just. I mean, I was never comfortable behind a semi truck, or I never am comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, if it has some shit in the back, like trees for
Yeah.
sure, I'm
Yeah.
like, yep, this
Wood.
is the day.
Just anything. Anything on a trailer. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to rewatch those movies. I wasn't feeling them once they got to 3.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah,
like, what?
they might be funny to watch now. You know.
Not the first 2. I
Yeah.
don't think the first 2. I don't think maybe yes, the third and on because they were just so ridiculous CGI wise. But
Mm-hmm.
if you go back, as much as I'd watched those, if you go back and watch the first 2, nothing about it's gonna be
No.
funny. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But put it on the list.
All right. Well, we might get to it. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe not that one. Damn. All right. Well, we're sitting here just popping off. But Kayla, we haven't even asked.
Yeah.
Yes, your birthday plus or be belated. But
Mm-hmm.
overall, how was your week? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. That was a good week. Nothing
Yeah.
crazy. Just, I mean, my birth week. So just kind of
Birth week.
chilling.
Did you feel a little more energized?
Maybe a little bit. Past few days. Been pretty good.
Yeah.
But nothing big. How's your week?
Uh, you know, maybe a little busier than it was. And that was just me coming
Mm-hmm.
off of right, obviously coming off of vacay, so just
Yeah,
getting back into the
readjusted.
swing of things. Yeah. Um, but it was all right. The cold weather, the good
Mm-hmm.
old kids like in the mornings, that kind of threw some shit off a little bit earlier in the week. But now we're back to true Kansas, where things gonna be like 70s, a pop up of 80, I think,
Mm-hmm.
next week.
Dang.
But things were good. Got some good training in, so we get back in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
The first part of the week was a little tough getting back in, just
Yeah.
adjusting from I had a lot of drainage and stuff from Colorado, but I was
Oh,
good
really?
now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you have allergies out there, or is it just the
Yeah. No,
altitude?
the altitude. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
My allergies. I mean, they kind of flared up a little bit, like out there. But honestly, it's always like more so when I come back. Every
Mm-hmm.
time I come back home to Kansas, like my allergies flare up a little more.
Yeah, I think the ragweed's bad right now. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
feeling it. My eyeballs are feeling it.
So it's like, ah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go
Do you take any
outside.
allergy meds?
Yeah, I've been taking Flonase, the stuff I spray my nose.
Yeah, I got
That
that
seems
too.
to help. I think a little more than like Zyrtec or allergy pills. I don't know. When it gets really bad, I'll be taking both daily. But right
Hey, you have
now,
to stay up on it.
yeah, like I feel it creeping in right now, where I'm like, I gotta
Mm-hmm.
start taking allergy meds again.
Yep. Tis the season.
Yeah,
Yeah. How
until
was your week
everything
of
dies.
and then it's hell. I hate it. Winter, man, I wish I could just push fast forward, turbo speed, doop, delete.
Yeah, me too. I wish it was just 1 month long instead of whatever it is, like 3, 4.
I wish it was no months long.
Mm.
Like it feels like it lasts forever. It feels like it lasts longer than the other seasons.
Because it does, right? Like November, December, January, February, like almost 4.
Yeah, I honestly this season appreciated global warming. It has been
Mm,
a little warmer than usual at this particular time because usually around this time we've had a freeze or it's
mm-hmm.
about to freeze.
Oh, it froze the other night. My
Yeah,
tomato,
what was
my
like Monday or Tuesday?
my tomatoes are dead.
Dang, no,
Yeah.
no. I'm sorry. Your
It's all
tomatoes,
right.
I know you're hella proud of those too.
Yeah, they're thriving. Unintentionally thriving.
Unintentionally thriving. They were just doing
Yeah.
their thing.
Yeah, I just thought I was gonna like my garden was just gonna be a pile of dirt, but Sensei Heidi gave me some tomatoes and they popped off. They're
They
growing
did.
strong.
Yeah. Sell them things. Well, when you could have.
Yeah.
Because they were looking that good. They were like, he had the heirloom tomatoes and shit. He had the
Yeah.
cherry. Were they cherry tomatoes
I
or like.
had both. Yeah, some cherry
Mm-hmm.
tomatoes too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next year we're gonna level up and plant all sorts of things. I
Ooh, what you gonna plant?
think I want like some watermelon and some cucumbers, maybe carrots. I just want to do everything.
Everything. Everything.
Hmm.
My grandma, she has her little garden. It's been, man, she's out here. She has all kinds of shit. Peppers, tomatoes,
Nice.
and she has some squash. And yeah, she be telling me she has whole layout. She knows where they
Oh, that's
all
awesome.
are. Yep, don't touch her shit.
Mhm.
Don't water nothing. That's her. And I'm Black Thumb. I'm killing cactuses out
Oh
here.
no.
Strong. But I'm gonna get mines. I'm gonna get better, and it's gonna be an ascend to just like growing, just like sequoias. What if
Yeah.
I'm out here planting?
Trees.
Yeah, I'm gonna plant these trees. It's gonna be like 100 years later, tree by Deja.
That'd be cool. Bonsais. You could be doing little bonsai trees.
Dang, I can. Yeah, don't you like have to keep those trimmed up and shit? Like that's how
Yeah.
they grow.
Yeah, but I think they grow slow. I don't think you're not like trimming all the time.
Oh, okay.
I think.
You can become a tree if you pass
When you
away.
die. That sort of thing, like the pod when they bury
Yeah,
you with the tree. Is that
yeah,
is that real? Like in the United States, can you do that?
I think so. But here would be my concern. I think I would have to look up where
Mm-hmm.
this is and like how because I'll be afraid. Like, yeah, that'd be cool, but then who's to stop somebody from coming through and just being like, we didn't even know this
Yeah.
was we didn't know this was a person.
uh, yeah. In 100, like, yeah, that probably would happen. And then in 100 years from now, like when they need all the trees, yeah, like Deja's trees gotta be chopped.
It, yep. And I was like, man, what if I was just like a defiant ass tree? Like I had superpowers and shit. Like they try to chop me down. They just like can't. They can't get the strongest fucking saw. Nothing, and
Oh,
they
that'd be
breaking me
wild.
down. But then if
Like
they
you,
did get me down, I'd haunt their ass in generations.
Would you haunt the spot, or would you be haunting like the paper and the wood that came from your tree?
Bro, I like that idea. Yeah, I'm haunting paper because I'm petty with it. Like I want everything. I want to haunt the tables that you made me out of. I want the paper. I want the pencils if you're still using number 2 pencils. Yeah, napkins, paper towels, everything that somebody used off of my tree. Deja's right there. I'm coming.
Dang. Hopefully, if you were buried with a tree, like your spirit would be beyond already, and you wouldn't be stuck in the ground
Oh
haunting
yeah.
the tree.
No, that's
Or
my petty energy.
would you
It's like I
become the tree?
disposed. I don't think so. No, like the tree's gone, right? I think you're on, like, you're exactly right. My spirit would have ascended, but the pettiness is like a disposal. So, like, my pettiness of haunting just leaves my ascendance.
Like you gotta shed the negative parts to ascend.
That's right. Just let it all gone. Let everybody else deal with that. Because they chopped me down. I was just there minding my business.
Mm-hmm.
I was already the tree. I was already where I was supposed to be at that time.
Yeah. We need a Lorax here protecting your tree.
Damn, that'd be lit. Just pull, just like that
No.
swords. Yeah. All right. I'm here for this.
Yeah. Do you really want to be a tree though?
I did think about it. Like if I wanted to. Like my grandma threw out the idea. She was like, I want to be a rose bush so I can prick people. And I was like, of course.
It's hilarious, Grandma.
But like a tree would be, I think a tree would be great, but not no like
Mm-hmm.
little weak ass tree though. Like I'm not trying to be out here, you know. I'm trying to be strong oak. Honestly, maybe a willow tree because I feel like a willow tree is always like, you
Yeah.
know, people come under there, get knowledge,
Oh,
get
that'd
with
be
their
cool.
thoughts.
Like Pocahontas, like the grandma tree.
Yeah.
That'd
Oh
be the
shit.
Deja tree. That'd be sweet.
Come and talk to me. You gotta like come in.
You'd be doing therapy in the afterlife as a tree.
Yo, come and see me. I'm rooted. Yeah, that would be dang. Again,
Yeah.
just throwing out ideas. I'm here for it. I think this would be onto something. What kind of tree would you be?
I haven't thought about that before.
All right. I feel like you'd be like some sort of like red oak.
Red oak.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know my trees like that.
I don't either, but like that just came. that
Mm.
I know a few,
Mm-hmm.
like by what they like look like and shit.
Yeah. There's a couple right now that are changing colors, and they're like a light yellow to light orangish color, and those are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are, but they're like really beautiful trees when the light shines on them, and they're just like bright orange.
Dang. Yeah.
I'll
See,
figure out what that is.
that's like when you see like art, right? Like you don't
Mm-hmm.
know, but it speaks to you, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like what you needed to go onto your neck. That's exactly what you needed to unlock the key that you need to unlock to the next transition. That would be like your vibe of your tree. Like I would be like the verbiage and
Yeah.
talking, but you would be like the feeling and the art of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, stay with us, y'all. We
Mhm.
out here. I like where we're going with this.
Yeah, me too. I've never thought about that before.
I
Like
didn't either.
connecting with like your tree self.
Yeah. Damn. I like, see, this would be some shit that Emily would be like, see? See? Yeah, because she's a legit tree hugger.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Yeah,
me a
she'll
hug a
love
tree.
this.
Yeah, she will. This would be her, you know, like little favorited section. I like where we went with that. That was natural. That was a natural. Didn't even know that's where that was going, but this is where Chokes and Consciousness goes, you all.
Yeah. The
We just be talking.
consciousness.
And your third eye, bro. Yes.
I love that.
All right. Well, speaking of third eyes, and just awareness, putting y'all on the journey with us. We do have a slight roadblock. Not a roadblock, a bump, but it's
Yeah.
okay. That's okay. We, not to deflate the excitement. It's just to actually put more into the excitement bank because you're just going to have to wait a little longer.
Like a couple months, maybe 3
Yeah.
months.
Hey, yeah. It is what it is. The news is our GOAT, Heidi, is not going to be able to be our first guest.
Sensei Heidi. She's too busy doing other great things.
Whatever. Just got to be out here ascending and shit.
That's all right. We'll get her down the road. He'll just be probably 3 months from now.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's been hooked. We just haven't gotten all the way reeled into the bank. But the
We're
hook's in
fighting it.
there.
We're
Yeah.
fighting it. Like a big tuna. Gotta reel that in for hours.
Yeah, you do. Got to let them, you got to give them a little bit. But then you pull at the right time. Then you pull at the right time. So give it some slack, you know. Letting the tuna be great right now. And then when we could reel them back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually.
It's planted. So that's gonna be our thing. While we were saying no, it's for great things. Her and Sensei Matt have some awesome stuff that they have going on right now, and we'll share that at a later time. For those of you that know, you know. But all about transcending. Michaela and I have been talking about this for a month.
Yeah.
Plus, not this specific thing, but just transitions and ascending.
Yeah, we're feeling it. Like we're connected. Because we've been feeling it before things have even come up.
We were plugged in from the way we saw it and didn't even know we were seeing it.
Dang.
Wow. Yeah. So happy for them. Whenever it's like news, we'll be more specific. But for those of you, you know. Outside of that, awesome sauce. But we will be getting Heidi on the pod at some point in time. She just won't be our first guest. Michaela and I are still trying to figure out now, kind of deviate course to see who will be our first guest.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if somebody gets a call out here, listeners.
Yeah, I'm excited to have just all our people on.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, just come and shoot the shit with us. Have a good time. This isn't a formal thing.
No.
At all.
At
Just
all.
having a good time.
Just chilling.
Chilling. Okay, and segueing that until we'll break down our content and talk to you all about the topic of the week in our Zen talk. But keeping again the theme of fall, which will continue to be our theme throughout this month and this episode in particular. Question for Michaela when it comes to food again.
All right.
What's your favorite casserole? Do you have a favorite casserole? Do you even like casseroles?
Yeah, I like casseroles. I'd say probably breakfast casserole or tater tot casserole.
Dang. Yeah.
What about you?
Breakfast. Number one all day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like there's so much you can do with a breakfast casserole.
Yeah, and everything's good too. Like, no matter what route you go down, it'll be a good casserole.
Whatever mix.
Yeah, like
Now don't get
ham,
too
bacon,
yeah.
eggs,
I mean, green peppers, onions.
tater tots.
You throw tater right, roasted
Mm-hmm.
potatoes, golden potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, some people might put sweet potatoes in there.
Yeah,
Maybe me not personally, but maybe some people would. I think that would be like an odd, like creamy consistency with like egg already.
yeah. I don't know. Haven't tried that one.
I'm not having either, but I'm pretty sure it's on some health shit.
Mm. Is breakfast food your favorite food altogether?
I don't know if it's my fave, but it's definitely a strong contender because
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I actually have like a this is my I used to, but I just love food, so they're just like all there.
Mm-hmm.
I love BBQ, Chinese food, Thai food, obviously Mexican food.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Um, but like you could have breakfast. I think yeah, breakfast actually would have to be the champion because the breakfast of the
Yeah.
umbrella with all of those things genre is would be the bomb.com.
Yeah, you can have breakfast any time of the day.
Yes, you can.
But I mean, I wouldn't want Chinese food at 8 a.m. But I'd eat
No.
breakfast food at 8 a.m. And I'd eat breakfast at 8 p.m. too.
I
All
mean,
day.
dinner, breakfast for dinner when you were a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I was a kid, was slapping.
Yeah, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Pancakes or biscuits and
Mm.
gravy.
B and G.
Mm-hmm.
I made me some homemade B and
Yes.
G like a couple weeks ago. I hadn't made that in a while. Every time I'd be making shit, sometimes I'd be surprising myself. I don't know why. I was like, damn, this is good.
Yeah. Dang. Mm. Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know. I never know. Like, either it's going to be good or it's all right.
Dang.
But I
We got to
try,
get you on a consistent, this is
I
good.
know. Yeah, I just try random stuff though, and sometimes it doesn't work out. Or I don't know what I'm doing, that too. Like, I made deviled eggs. I don't know. I mean, it's simple, but I tried it and I'm like, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to taste. Maybe.
But yeah, hey, they look cool.
Yeah.
The like spider web, like kind of design
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, they are pretty cool. It's
yeah.
just like dyeing eggs too. I just crushed up the shell and then threw the whole thing in water with food coloring and dyed the kind of like tie-dyed the egg part. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, lit. I'm here for it. Now, when it comes to like taste, right? Like I said, you could you seem like an experimenter,
Hmm. I
right?
am. Hmm. Called me out.
It's like once you find your formula, you got to stick to the formula and then do additions.
Hmm. No, I come up with the formula, and if it's good, I'll stick with it. But I might change it up also.
Yeah. So you just deviate from your formula.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like B and G. So when I
Hmm.
made B and G a couple weeks ago, strong foundation,
Hmm.
right? You got your milk, which you're gonna use, or heavy cream, whichever, your preference. You got your flour, okay? You got your hot sausage. We need it spicy, seasoned.
Yeah.
Yep. And you got your salt and pepper, right?
Hmm.
So you just mixing that, doing your little thing, whisking it up. Now, this was the bomb.com when I made it. Now, what I forgot to add that was in this other recipe, and I was like, that probably would have been good. I think it wanted me to add some thyme, but I didn't have any time.
Mm.
But I was like, maybe that would have been good. I'll try it next
Hmm.
time. But the base was still strong regardless.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so I need to have a stronger base. Kind of like laying our foundation with our bricks. Need to have a stronger brick foundation with my cooking.
That
I've
yeah.
watched so many episodes of Hell's Kitchen. Like I should know this, but
I mean, sometimes it just be like that. You're like, oh, I've watched so many Food Network channels slap. See, I used to watch that shit just marathons.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get into it until the past probably year or two. I didn't
Mm.
understand cooking shows. I thought they were boring. I'm like, I don't
It's
need
the
to watch somebody
competition.
else cook. Yeah. But now I get them. I get them now.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be, I like the, it's like, it was kind of like when Hell's Kitchen and like all of them all came out, but I think it Master Chef,
Mm-hmm.
but the Master Junior's Master Chef. I'm like, this 9-year-old is out here like, didn't even think about the ingredients that this freaking kid is making right now.
Mm-hmm. That's
Like what
crazy.
the Yeah,
Don't they
it's
cry
wild.
a lot too? Like, I think I seen a video of a kid like whipping up something and just crying.
I mean, hey, gotta make money for the family. Let's go. You're
Yeah.
it. Maybe. But I feel you on that. I like so here's see the opposite. Like I had the issue last month. I do not have a strong foundation when it comes to baking.
Mm-hmm.
I think you do. I think you have a strong foundation when it comes to baking. Your
Yeah.
formula is there. Mine
Yeah.
isn't.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how. I think I just know this stuff from watching my grandma and my mom cook, but like, I just know how to mix it with love and
Dang,
I
I don't
don't
be
know.
man. I'll be mixing mine with confusion and
Mm.
irritability.
No, you got to be feeling it.
I don't. That's why it reflects. Give me a nice slice and bake. Just throw that on the pan.
Mm. Yeah,
Hey, those hit.
yeah. The cheesecake me and my sister made should be pretty fire. I'll have to try
You
that
said it
out
was
tonight.
pumpkin, and I was like, I'll have
Yeah.
a bite. You know,
Oh yeah, you don't like pumpkin, right?
I'll try
I
it though.
forgot about that.
That's
Dang
okay. I'm
it.
just picky, but
Yeah.
I'm always down to try.
Mhm. All
You
right.
know,
Just take a
yeah,
bite.
I will. It's like when stuff with like bananas. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'll try it though. I
Yeah,
don't
is
do
it the
banana.
flavor or the texture of pumpkin?
All
Or
of it.
both? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a texture person. That's why I don't do
Mhm.
like weird mushy stuff. Like bananas is like the smell of a banana, like if it's too strong, and just like the idea of it just like mushing.
Yeah.
But I told like there's a reason why I just like my kindergarten teacher ruined it. I
Oh
told you this, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
Yeah, I've
told the
told the
pod
people.
yet?
I don't think I told the people. I always have a story, y'all. So back in kindergarten, here in good old Lawrence, you know, before Pinterest was hitting it hot in these internet streets, my kindergarten teacher thought she was the Pinterest. So she just trying all kinds of weird shit. And she's thinking, okay, hey kids, let's try these bananas dipped in Kool-Aid packets. Now, we're not talking about no, you with Kool-Aid packets, you have to add the Kool-Aid to the sugar and water.
Mhm.
So there's no sugar
Mhm.
necessarily right in this. It's just the
The
basically
tart,
just food. Yeah, it
like
so
sour. Yeah.
it wasn't. It was just like like
Mhm.
bitter, right? So
Gross.
as kids, we're gonna let you lead us to our death apparently. So I try it, and not too long after that, your girl was not feeling well, and I had to go to the nurse's office sick.
Mhm.
Never since that day been able to eat an actual banana. Now, have I been able to eat things with a hint of banana in things? It's tough. But if there's another flavor that can overwhelm the banana, but if I like feel it in like the back of my jowls, I'm like, I
Mm.
feel like I want to gag. It's like
Dang.
trauma. Might be trauma. I don't know.
Yeah. What kind of flavor Kool-Aid did you put on your banana? Do you
It
remember?
was, here's how we say it. It was either grape or red. It was a red
Oh.
kind. So it could have been fruit punch,
Mhm.
cherry, berry blend.
Dang. Like the strongest flavors too. You could have got something, I don't know. My favorite was blue raspberry. That would have been pretty good on
Blue
banana.
raspberry was
Or like
flame.
watermelon, maybe.
None of it without the sugar.
Yeah,
And
that's also true. Mm.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
she ruined it for me. Honestly, it's like foods that I wish I liked and I don't, and it makes me upset.
Mm-hmm.
Bananas, avocados.
Do you think you can fix your food trauma?
Yeah, I probably could. And it's like a whole body thing I have to get. Like, cause it's like when you start to eat something that you don't like, you start
Mm.
having a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like
Yeah.
convulsing.
Oh yeah. The only thing I I feel that way about is sauerkraut and hot
Ew,
dogs.
yeah.
They would try to feed that to us in middle school.
Ew, really?
Yeah. It was so gross. And they would tell us like, well, we had to eat everything, you know. They would tell us you got to eat your plate or whatever. So, but we didn't have to eat all the sauerkraut, but we had to eat the hot dog. So you had to scrape all the sauerkraut off of the hot dog.
Ew.
Yeah, that stuff is disgusting. That makes me want to throw up
Yeah.
thinking about eating that.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I guess we're not playing today because I'm not
Hmm.
eating that. Nope.
Yeah.
Mm, that's unfortunate. Oof.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah. Like another one out, oatmeal. I
Really?
hate it. It's the texture, like the thought. Ew, like ew.
No.
When I think about it.
Dang, those are, I don't know, really common foods. Like I eat oatmeal and bananas all the time.
That's a nightmare
Mm.
combination for me. That's
Yeah.
that's Freddy versus Jason for me on there.
Just add some peanut butter and it's pretty fire. Stir that up in
Ah!
some oatmeal.
That is not. No, I remember like I was that kid that was like, okay, we're eating oatmeal today. I guess we're just gonna sit here, and then it was just cold, and I still had to eat
Mm.
it, and I was like, nope, this isn't.
Damn.
It's like I can smell it and like taste it as I'm talking about it right now.
Dang.
It's not it.
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't like texture. That's
I
wild.
don't. I know. Yeah, I'm very sensitive to that. Like, don't give me. That's why I'd be getting mad. Like at Sonic drinks. Like I haven't had one in a really long time. I don't remember the last time I had a Sonic drink. But like, let me get a strawberry slush and love them. But if I
Mm-hmm.
suck a fucking strawberry up, oh, I gotta work through it.
Oh,
That
that's
shit's
funny.
disgusting.
I love the little strawberry chunks.
Ew, like it's fine, like you're just like enjoying your slush, going to town,
Mm-hmm.
frozen ice, and then all of a sudden it's just like your straw gets held up for a second, and then it's just fucking mush fruit, mush fruit. This is what you like?
It tastes good.
Ew. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not
I
that
wish I could
picky.
tell them. I wish I could tell them to like not put the fruit at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You
use a
probably
filter, like a strainer.
you probably could.
That's too much. I'm not the one to be like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't want to be
Yeah.
extra.
Oh, another one that people like, I know, because this is why I put this next question here, you know, on the debate. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. It is a debate for me. People are going to like want to hold up pitchforks on this. Chili.
Yeah.
I don't like beans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a
Yeah.
bean eater.
Yeah. I just made chili, put kidney beans in it. What about those? No?
Beans in general. It's the
Dang.
texture.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I can eat around the beans as long as people don't get offended. I'll eat
Mm-hmm.
around the beans. You know what I mean? But
Dang.
if it's like overloaded, I'm like, I can't work. Because if I get like a bean, right, like here or there, it's like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
like it's okay. But don't let me get like 2, 3 beans. Like that's just, it's too much. I'm like, it like a mouthful. I'm like, ah, no.
Yeah.
It's like it's the thin casing
Ew, yeah.
to the mush in the middle that I just don't like.
Yeah, you just the mushy. You don't like the mushy parts of food.
No, that's why if I have yogurt, it has to have granola in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not
But
about to just be like eat yogurt.
So you don't like oatmeal, but you'll eat granola? I guess
because it's
granola's not slimy. I
yeah.
got you.
But I don't let it sit. I don't take a while to eat it. Like that shit's still crunchy when I'm
Mm-hmm.
going through it. Yeah, I don't let my granola be like non-crunchy. I just
Mm-hmm.
no. It's too much. It's too much mush. I don't like pudding. Like I can
Yeah.
do pudding, like the flavor, right? But like if I get too much of a mouthful, like it makes me want to gag.
Mm-hmm. When you eat cereal, do you eat that super fast too?
Yeah. I actually had a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch the other day, and
Nice.
I was still eating my eggs, so I put I like had my bowl ready, but I put the milk on the side until I was ready to eat it, and then I
Mm-hmm.
put the milk in, so it wasn't just sitting there, just fucking
Yeah.
getting soggy. Some people like soggy, and I'm like, ew, what's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Yeah. Jeff will let his sit out for so long. Like he'll forget about it and then go back to it and eat
Nope.
it.
That's just gonna be wasted cereal for me today.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So you're a chili with beans.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't mind though. I'm not a very picky eater. Like I'll eat whatever. As long as it's
Yeah.
not sauerkraut or
Don't
like
have that.
or like seafood. I don't really like slimy seafood, but everything else I'm pretty fine with.
Yeah. Man, when people eat oysters, that's just
Yeah.
like it makes me
Mm.
shake. Like it may that one's not for me.
Yeah, I haven't tried those.
I will
I
never.
I'd probably shake too, honestly.
It's like when I watch some it's like watching somebody else do it, I'm just like, oh, just it's just like jelly
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. I remember my first time I found a little clam and I didn't know what was on the inside because I just thought pearls are on the inside, you know. So I opened
Yeah.
it up and then I saw the muscle part and it grossed me
Oh.
out. I was like, "What? This is what's inside of a clam?" Like I just completely killed it by opening it up.
Damn,
It
it
was,
was over.
it was a surprise.
Damn. That's like a that's a terrible way to just like crush your dreams. Like, ooh, I thought it was gonna be pearls.
Hmm.
Ah!
Yeah, it was a slimy little clam muscle thing.
Damn. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I felt bad for
Hey,
killing it.
it is what it is. It happens. It's like when I used to throw lightning bugs in a beer bottle. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I didn't know either. Did you did you ever smear them on your skin when you
I
were a kid?
did. I didn't do that one.
Really?
But I didn't want to like I was right. I didn't want it to touch me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. I thought it was disgusting, but my aunt was like, "Hey, try this." And smearing lightning bugs all over you.
yeah, you were getting tatted.
Yeah, it was cool at first, like the glow, but then like realizing, oh, I just smeared a bug all over my arm. That's so
How long
gross.
did it glow for?
I don't remember.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Experiment. I wonder how long that lasts.
I don't want to do it again. Smear a poor little bug.
Damn. Bow. For life. Bug's Life. Dang. Did you ever see that?
Bugs Life. Yeah, I love Bugs Life.
Bug's Life or Ants? Because they came out, I think, at the same time. Or both, I guess.
Trying to remember what Ants is about.
Ants. Colonies.
Yeah. I think I like Bugs Life better, but Ants is cool. That's a good movie.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
remember what it's about, but it's a good movie.
I don't know. I think they were like they like pulled up on the queen, like she was doing some shit. I don't remember that. I'd have to go back and watch it too, but I think I was on the ants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily took out a colony, like on our
Really?
way to Colorado. We
She
like stopped
drove?
at a rest area. No, like I drove. We had stopped at this rest area, and she got out, and then she accidentally stepped on on this ant farm. And she was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Dang!" And they all scattered trying to assess the damage of their home. I was like,
Damn.
you took out generations
Oh.
with that foot stomp. Like, damn.
Poor Emily. Taking out nature.
Taking out nature.
On accident.
Well, it wasn't really a debate, but I'm going to go ahead and say no bean chili is where it's at. The meat, people say it's just meat sauce. No, it's not. It's chili. That's original chili. No beans.
How do you know what the original chili is?
Somebody told me. It's not cited. Yeah. But I don't know. Look it up.
All right.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, mine has bean.
I'm sure it's good.
So
honestly, it's about the chili taste. And if you don't throw like 16 cans of beans in there.
Now I just got 1 can. 1 can of kidney beans.
1 can. That's all you. That's all right.
Yeah, you'll have to try it. Eat around the beans.
Some. I will. I'll throw it on a potato.
Nice. I will too.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving through. So we got our content for today. We'll be getting into some UFC stuff, news, updates, some topics coming out in the MMA world this week. Our topic of the week, as we've talked about, keeping it October, keeping it fall season, birthday celebrations. It's Michaela's birthday. And Eyes is in this mix of this, we'll say in combo of this weekend. Michaela's being the 17th and mine the 22nd. We will talk about what's been our favorite costume in our lifetime. What lessons have we learned as we've aged? And then we will end on our Zen talk, as you know we like to do, as we have been doing now for a little under an hour, is how do you find the fun in things, right? Finding the lightness to ascend in a spiral versus being bogged down and turned down by it. Because remembering what we talked about the week prior and intrusive thoughts, acknowledging them, but not fully embracing them and staying positive. And how to stay positive is how do you find your fun? So we'll end on that today. So with that said, I just found out there are some female fights. I will pull them up, but there is UFC Fight Night this weekend. I don't know. Did you look up any of that, Michaela?
No, is UFC 308, is that next weekend?
Yes, UFC 308 will be October 27th. And if you are going to watch it, because I just saw it when I looked up the card, it starts at 1
in the afternoon.
Dang. I want to say I'm curious where it's at because there's no women. There's no women on the card. I'm gonna look it up right now. And yep. Sounds about right. It's in Abu Dhabi. I think they have had women on fight cards before, but I'm not sure. For this particular fight with Topuria versus Holloway, there are no women fights on that card, but should be a good fight card outside of no ladies. I am excited to see that main event. Oh no, how about you?
Yeah. But it's that one, so I probably won't be watching it. But I'll watch the highlights.
Watch the highlights.
Yeah, I'll be working.
Yeah. Who do you Okay, so let's get our predictions out early.
All right, super early.
One. Yeah. Okay, because and I'll just say the last two fights. So we had the main event being Ilya Topuria and Max Holloway, and then the co-main event is going to be Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. So,
yeah, I don't know what these two.
I know this is a toss-up one. I want to say, Khamzat, we haven't seen him in a while. Although when we have seen him, he's been a world beater. I will say he did look a little more human when I think his last fight was with Usman, but Usman was coming off of a short notice.
Mm-hmm.
And he had also moved up. I would be interested in seeing how Hamzat does against, like, middleweight of Whitaker's status. Whitaker looked great in his last fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to bet against Bobby Knuckles. Hamzat's been a beast. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think I'm going to have to go Whitaker, though. I guess I'm just going to have to stay OG.
Yeah.
I think he finds a way to win. If he can, I think if he doesn't get bullied early, because his ground game, his jiu-jitsu is legit. So I'm not saying he can hang with Hamzat's wrestling and sambo and all of that, but I think he has at least a decent chance in being able to defend himself to get back up to keep it standing. And I think if he pressures Hamzat and doesn't let himself get bullied and he can withstand that, because we saw it in the Burns fight when Burns was able to fire back and you're not going to bully me. And like Hamzat had a difficult time. So maybe Whitaker brings the fight to him. I don't know. But that's where I'm going.
All right. Yeah, your fight knowledge is awesome. Every single time I'm like, dang, got all that knowledge stored up there. Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks,
I'll
bro.
go with Hamzat just to
throwing it out.
dude. Yeah, we'll see.
Right. That's one of those, like, I wouldn't bet a money line. Wouldn't bet a money line on that. And it'd even be difficult to bet a prop on there because Hamzat, you don't know. We've seen him finish somebody in first punch, like 13 seconds or whatever. I'm not saying that could happen to Whitaker, but it's the fight game. You never know. Because on those, I'm like, okay, I'll go to at least the second round. Who knows? But Whitaker's no slouch either. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll find out.
We will find out. Yes, we will.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Actually, technically, in a week.
In a week
and a half. Because it'll be like I said, October 27th at 1 p.m. if you all are going to watch that fight card. The co-main, or the main event, we've got Topuria versus Max Bless Holloway. And that is another toss-up. And I'm trying not to go based off of feelings and who I like versus who I don't like. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to give the slight edge to the champion, Topuria. And that hurts me to say that. That really hurts me to say that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
Well, heavy hands, boxing's crisp. So he's not just crisp, he's got heavy hands. Not only does he have heavy hands, he's crisp. Dude's got a chin on him, despite being a pretty boy, Spaniard, whatever you want to think about him, thinking he's sweet or whatever. Dude has been hit multiple times and has been proven to come back. And his ground game, he's just well-rounded. And so he's knocked out, several people, including how he won the title with Volk. But Volk was also coming off of, I'm not saying he wouldn't have got knocked out, and you can't not put in that he may have been just slightly compromised just because of how quickly he took that fight on with Topuria, coming off of a head kick knockout from Islam. So I think that fight happened within like 3 or 4 months. I don't even know if it was that long, but you come off a head kick knockout to then get knocked out again. I'm not saying it could have had a factor, but regardless, Topuria's hands are fast and they're heavy. And Max isn't a one-hitter quitter type dude, despite the awesome 24 minutes and 59-second beatdown to KO that we saw with Justin Gaethje. That was after he had beat his ass for 24 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just say Max, just so we both got someone different.
Yeah, again, great. But like my feelings, I want to go, the fan in me is saying Max. I think like he's proven his boxing is crisp. Whenever people count him out, he just does his thing. And he is bigger than since he had moved up to 155 for the BMF. Who knows if the weight cut's going to be any kind of issue for him? I'm just saying, regardless of what everybody thinks of Topuria and him being cocky and him being annoying, dude can fight. So
yeah. All right.
we will see. Okay, so that's our predictions for UFC 308. Now, Michaela, did you hear about this next one? Because we've talked about PEDs before, our belief, open classes, whatnot. Did you hear about what Cowboy Cerrone is on?
No, I haven't heard
So,
this.
Donald Cowboy Cerrone came out this week and was like, after he's retired, after he's been literally sponsored by TRT, and he's on it, has now come out and said, I want to fight again. I want to come out of retirement, come back to the UFC. Of course, you'd want to, you feel great after taking years off and doing TRT. Because before, when he retired, I mean, his downfall was before the McGregor fight, but it was on, losing streak and just, I think maybe Justin Gaethje, like, beat his ass into retirement, beat him in front of his kids and shit. But like he looked old. I mean, like, and not no disrespect, obviously, like he looked old for a fighter. You can't protect yourself in the way you need to be able to protect yourself against these up and comer people at this level of competition. Yeah, it is time for you to bow out.
But now he's feeling good.
Now I would be feeling good too if I left for years and just was like, just getting yoked up, feeling like a 20-some-year-old.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Leave for a couple of years and come back just yoked.
Well, and the crazy thing is, it's like, okay, and they would argue, maybe his argument would be, well, I'd have to re-enter the USADA pool. And I think you have to be in the USADA pool for a minimum of 6 months to a year or something before you can even like take a fight. So maybe he's thinking, well, be out of my system, I'd be tested. You've still gotten the benefits.
Yeah, that's not fair. And yeah, that's just not fair in general, because you can't have everybody doing that, like taking breaks and just getting huge and then feeling good and wanting to come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna come on back.
Yeah, people just need to retire though. Like, hey, you're feeling good, you should retire and enjoy your life and not get back in there and possibly get beat up again. You know?
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
I get it. It's hard.
How old is he? Do you know?
It's a good question. Let me look.
So if he's,
Let me look.
Like, retirement age, like he's past his prime, like, come on, just accept like retirement and go do something cool. Save your brain.
And he had been, you got kids, you got your farm. He's 41 years old.
Yeah. Like, come on.
Yeah. Let's hang it up. I mean, yeah, it's just ridiculous. I mean, and of course people are going to make decisions when they're feeling a certain way. It's like everybody would be like, the day after they drank, I'm never drinking again. I feel terrible. It's never happening. And then after some time's gone by, have a little drink with your dinner. Have another one, feeling kind of good. And then there you go. Out there twirling around. Yeah. But don't do that fighting wise. What do you like? What do you think athlete? Because obviously we've heard this before. I don't know if maybe I kind of thought about it, but I don't know if I like really was on that outside of like lifting and still wanting to obviously to compete and be in sports with jiu-jitsu and stuff. Like when you retire as an athlete, how difficult it would be to go back. Like, I don't know when you're rowing career ended, were you ever like fiending to get back to rowing?
No. No, but I didn't enjoy rowing. Like, I enjoy jiu-jitsu and MMA. So I feel like if I was told I had to end what I'm doing now, I'd be pretty upset about it, wanting to get back after it,
Yeah.
But not
Yeah.
rowing.
Not rowing.
I'm good
Not
on
at all.
that.
Damn. Yeah, and I can't say that I felt that way with track and field, like throwing. Now, like when I like, even when I went to old meets and like afterwards, when I'd go to meets, I can be like, man, I wish I was back in the ring right now, feeling that chalk on my fingers, Now, was it fun to watch? And it's like I got that like nostalgia, yeah. But I also with that, this, the ring throwing again is cool. I remember the wear and tear on my body. It's like, yep, we're not doing that anymore. I'm not built for. I was already beat up and deteriorated towards the last 2 years of that time. So let alone trying to get back into it, and not even, like the training, let alone the training to do it, to even get to that level to compete like that again. Absolutely not. But I do think the absence of everything athletic, that definitely would be like not what I wouldn't do well with that.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, college sports are on a different level. It's
There's
just
just
so
so much
hard.
pressure.
Yeah, and pressure, and like the workouts are just insane, or at least for us. They were crazy. Like, we didn't have recovery, like almost any recovery day. We had Sunday. Like, Sunday was our one recovery day. you know? I
Damn.
I just remember getting off on Saturday and sleeping for hours, and I'd do that almost every week. I thought you'd just be so drained and tired.
Yeah.
Didn't enjoy
No,
that.
we weren't on that. Well, I wouldn't say we weren't on that kind of cardio. It's just a different kind, right? We were just different. We were just doing a lot of, our rest days were like Wednesdays to not lift, and Sundays, because usually, right, might have had a track meet on a Saturday, or you had track meet on a Friday, but you were lifting heavy at least 4 days a week.
Dang.
And heavy. I mean, it's not like in there just trying to get your little muscles up and shit. Like, we're trying to hit percentages to maxes all the time.
That's
And
crazy. You guys are pressured in the weight room too. That's
oh yeah, you
wild.
gotta. I mean, because you gotta. Your body has to maintain. You're throwing heavy shit, and the reason, your body's breaking down is because you weren't. Maybe you had a weak core. We need to do more on the snatches or something. So then it's like doing that heavy lifting for like 2 hours to then go throw heavy shit for another 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, like every day. So yeah, no, it was a lot, and then still trying to, like, yeah, you're a student athlete. We talked about, you're tired, you want to sleep, and also you're a student, like, in trying to, be in your academics, and you're also a human. I know for me, I don't know about you, but it's like, I was wanting to experience. I'm only going to be 18 to 22, 23 one time in my life. So yes, I'm going to, a lot of my other friends were not student athletes, so they didn't have those same kind of responsibilities, but I still wanted to have fun and do my thing and all of it.
Yeah, I was too tired. I just
needed more coffee.
Yeah, that, and then I just needed like my alone time. That's something I realized I didn't get in college, just because like you were always at practice, or you're always at class, just hustling around. And like being an adult and kind of scheduling my own stuff now, it's like I I give myself so much time to just chill, and be alone and to relax. And I don't know, my life is I like how my life is now compared to how it was.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on
Yeah.
that. I love jujitsu, even though it's a different. It's still a lot of wear and tear. And people are like, "What are you talking about? Like, you're in a combat like thing," and I'm like, "True. Always sore. There's always like, oh, yep, there's a sore finger. There's oh, jam a toe somewhere. Where'd that bruise come from?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But love it. It's well worth it. Do it while I can. Do it while you can. You're only going to be in this body one time.
Yeah. Yeah, I love jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And just like the deeper like I'm getting into it, I'm just like I'm realizing I just love it that much more. I'm like, oh, the addiction's real.
The addiction. I need another hit. No, for real though. I
It's good
love it.
though. Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. Like I said, I love seeing the different stages because then when you've been there for a little bit, then when new people come in or you see other people within their journey, like where you were at, you're like, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that is cool. Like I'm seeing that with my sister right now, kind of seeing her
Yeah.
progression. I'm like,
Oh my
oh, it's so
gosh.
cool. Like
Lauren.
she's got hooked on it, you know?
Yo, it's like she's like a little like your Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And I feel like she's like not your arch nemesis, but for the sake of the character, like the liquid Terminator. Like she's also a Terminator, but in her own way. Yeah, Lauren's out. Shout out, Lauren. We know you be listening. You are killing the game out here. I was just talking about you earlier, actually, about just how great you are. I was like, it's a rare thing. Like everybody's right, everybody's in their own journey and whatnot, but it is like we're talking about in our own journey. Like now that you're far removed, when you roll with certain people early on, or you can just tell there's just kind of like a difference. They get things in kind of like a different way. They know how to apply things and they just know how to move their particular body type that works well for them early on, setting their foundation. So it's like, man, if you stick with this and not whatever you want to do with competing is whatever you do it one time, you hate it, whatevs, but just sticking to training in some sense. Yeah, it's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for her. And it was such a quick turnaround too. I just took Matt saying, hey, you're competing in 3 months.
And Lauren wasn't even an ask.
Yeah, and Lauren, like that evening, she was just like, like I'm competing. But that's what started it, she got like real serious afterwards and she just told me she's just been watching a ton of jiu-jitsu videos. But you can tell.
Yes, you can.
It's helping. And she's picking it up quick.
Yep. And it's not and she's doing the work. That shit it's not like I'm talking like, yes, natural, but it's not a natural thing. Like she's watching videos, she's trying and asking questions.
Yeah, she drilled with me last week and it was awesome. Like, oh, this is so cool. Like I love being able to work with my little sister.
Yeah.
Like we're both helping each other progress through this and it's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Watch out for the sisters out here. Yeah, dang. Yeah, y'all gonna be a fun little duo.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. You'd be out here be like, don't let me put my little sister on you though.
Or don't mess with my little sister.
Oh shit. That's right. She about a big dog gonna come out.
Yeah. Yeah, she's 8 years younger than me, so she really is like my little sister. So people better not.
That's
better
right.
not be seeing anything.
It's on site. Michaela's putting y'all on notice. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm gonna put my little Aries moon in. I'm gonna light it. Yeah, she said. That's what she said. Hell yeah. But keep on doing your thing, Lauren. That's all it takes sometimes is for Sensei. He really knows how to gut punch you sometimes, give you a little motivation.
Yeah. He's been getting to me a little bit lately.
Yo, he's been getting you.
And I can't let him know that. Hopefully he doesn't listen to this because he'll love that.
Yeah, he will. He's just going to dig in.
Oh, it's good though, because I'm like, I know he's pushing me. Like subconsciously, it's annoying me and it's pushing me in different ways. So I know it's a good thing.
Yeah, he's fight. He's light. He's turning up your fire on something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I get it. So he has his like seasons. You know,
Yeah.
the seasons where it's like extra spicy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
somebody's gonna take a couple strays just because you're not there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was about a year ago. I told Heidi, like, Matt really doesn't, he doesn't pick on me much. Because that was a noticed thing. Like, he didn't really, he just didn't pick on me. And then after that,
Yeah.
he's picking on me for the whole year.
You're
So,
just like, oh,
yeah.
damn it. Yeah, it's on now. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We all get it. You just might get a little more of it right now.
Mm-hmm. That's all
There
right.
for a while, like he warmed up because it was like Sam, and then you were catching strays. I feel like the
Mm-hmm.
people catching strays, like just know eventually it's going to be
Like,
a
you're
direct
next.
shot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right. You'll get them.
One of these days.
All right. Well, moving on to some more content for the week. I don't know if you saw just those updates. Unfortunately, we're going to probably be hearing some more stuff about this just as time goes on with the UFC class action lawsuit that's going on. Like fighters arguing for the settlements and cash payouts. Did you
Mm-hmm.
hear anything on that?
Mm-hmm.
So, like right now, I think they're talking about like Shane Carwin, former UFC heavyweight fighter, and I think most recently, well, and Vanderlei Silva, old Pride UFC fighter, Fabricio Verdum, also former Pride UFC fighter. Like those three, at least I've seen recently, have come out and just started talking about their medical issues that they started to
Mm-hmm.
notice, like fatigue, like or irritability, forgetfulness, anxiety, and whatnot, and basically trying to say like, right, the settlement of this money will help them pay their bills, medical bills, whatever it is that
Mm-hmm.
they're really in dire need because they're already starting to notice these particular symptoms or they already have these symptoms. And like it's an ongoing thing. It's sad to see. It's not that it's kind of the same, as it's a combat sport, and then you just see the evolution. It's the same thing that we were
Yeah.
starting to hear with football players, right? The old school football
Mm-hmm.
players and stuff that was coming out and it's continuing to coming out. Obviously, there's more safety protocols. UFC and MMA doesn't look like it used to look, and it's a combat sport, like we've talked about.
Yeah.
There's going to risks there, but you're accepting
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they doing more research with that? Do you do you know?
I think so. I forgot what her name was, but one of the women we were talking about a while ago, she was saying how, I mean, she's been part of this decade-long study, and then when she
Mm-hmm.
passes on, she's going to donate her brain to research. So
Yeah.
I think you can't like fully research it. Like obviously the
Mm-hmm.
person has to pass away.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be, I don't know. I bet we find out a lot in the next like 10, 20 years about all these athletes, like all the damage that they've gone through. I bet that comes
Mm-hmm.
out.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I wonder what's worse, football or MMA? Because football, I feel like you're constantly taking impact.
I would think football.
Yeah. MMA, like you're taking hard hits, but it's not
Yeah.
consistent or it shouldn't be consistent.
And I think one of the arguments, and also, I mean, Max has even come out and said like he doesn't spar like that
Mm,
anymore. Like in his training, it's
mm-hmm.
like how much damage a lot of these fighters are taking damage in sparring before they even get to the fight because they're just sparring too hard. They're getting knocked
Mm,
out in training camp multiple times. And so you're already compromised. So you're acquiring damage. And so it's not like an MMA fight where, yeah, you're like taking punches. However, it's not also not like boxing, like we've talked about with head trauma.
mm-hmm.
It's like in MMA, you get rocked or you get dropped and you can't protect yourself. Hopefully, the ref is competent enough. You can't protect yourself. The fight is over, minimizing, hopefully, reducing some of that risk. And you're not doing that in sparring.
That is true. I didn't think about that. In sparring, you get knocked down, you're probably going to get back up and finish the round or fight again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Nope. So you got to train smarter out here.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
those
not
little
trying to get
things.
hit.
No. Bow, bow. Stay off me. Bobbing and weaving out here, Michaela. Yep.
Yeah, have you had any concussions or anything throughout jiu-jitsu?
No, no concussions. I mean, I've had some questionable, right? Like I've taken a knee to the face a few times. Yeah, a few different times. Hit your face on the mat hard one
Yeah.
time. Take an elbow. I mean, but I don't think I've ever. I don't think in jujitsu I've never gotten hit so hard where it like stunned me. Have
Yeah.
you?
No.
Hmm.
No,
I
I
think.
actually one tournament I had, my very first tournament, my first ski match, my opponent threw me to the floor. And she came down with me and her heads hit. Like my head hit the
Oh.
floor and then her head hit my head. And I did see, like that flash of light. And for a second I was like, well, maybe a little dizzier out of it, but that's been the only time that
Yeah.
I've ever had anything like that happen in jujitsu, which is kind
Hmm.
of wild. Like this has probably been one of the safer sports I've done.
Yeah.
Because even during rowing, I don't know how many girls we had hit their heads on the boats while we'd
What?
yeah, we'd be carrying, so there's 8 girls in a boat, 4 on each side, and the boats are long. I can't remember how long they are, but I think they're like 30 feet long, if not longer than that. But so we carry the boat and we have to be led, like the coxswain leads us so we don't hit anything because it's huge. And there were some girls that just weren't paying attention and they got smacked with it.
Dang.
That, and then also there's a thing when you row called catching a crab. That's when your oar gets sucked underneath the boat or is sucked under the water and your
Oh.
oar handle will just fling backwards. And there's some
Oh.
girls that got hit with that. I think one got a concussion from that too.
Damn, it's brutal out there on the boats.
hmm So that was probably more concussions
I
doing
mean,
that than jujitsu.
damn. Yeah, that sounds dangerous. I mean, I almost
hmm
killed somebody throwing.
Oh no.
I almost killed my teammate. True
Damn.
story. That was a crazy day.
What's up with the hammer?
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah, that was a wild one. Basically what happened was, like us throwers were out here, we know how to, or you would hope we know how to assess the field area to retrieve our heavy ass
Mhm.
implements while somebody is in the ring throwing. Now, you're a little more aware of maybe we should all wait until everybody's done throwing and then we all walk out together to go retrieve them.
Mhm.
But that's not what we were doing. And so one day in particular, I was in the ring doing my thing, and two of my teammates, they were throwing and retrieving their stuff. Now, this particular day, your girl was getting it in. Like, like you ever have those days at practice where you're like, everything's just hitting. You
Mhm.
don't even know what you're doing differently. It's just you're having that day.
Mhm.
I was having this day. And so I'm throwing, I'm just like, dang, like, yeah, it's looking good. And for whatever reason, both my teammates didn't think, and I had been hitting this several times, and for whatever reason, my
Mhm.
teammates didn't think that I was going to throw it that far when I did.
Dang.
And so as I throw it, I'm looking up at the sky like, dang, Dage, get it. Like it's looking good. And I see my teammates walking towards it. Now,
Oh no.
if you are a field person marking heavy implements or things like this, they tell you to walk towards the implement instead of away from the
Mhm.
implement, because I've seen somebody get stuck in the ass with a javelin because they ran away because they weren't paying attention, because they should have. Always keep your eyes on the prize. They took their eyes off the prize, and then they caught it in the air. It was an oh shit, and what they should have done was run forward because it's going to go behind them. But instinctually, they ran the other way, caught one in the booty cheek.
Oh no!
Bam, hit him. So this particular one, I'm looking at both of them when they're walking towards me, as I'm like, dang. I'm thinking they're also thinking, dang, because it looked like they were looking up when I looked at them. So they're seeing what I'm seeing. So I don't think I need to yell, hey, move. Just threw the hammer your way, which you should have been watching anyway because you knew I got in the ring. So that's on y'all. And it's coming down. And they're still walking in the
no!
And I'm like, and as I'm thinking, are they gonna move? Like as soon as it just hit my teammate on the side of his gut. I heard a loud thump and a scream, and that was all she wrote for him. He survived. If there was a picture of a person to get hit with a woman's 4K hammer on their body, he was probably the perfect candidate because it hit all the soft shit and no internal. I mean, he did have a huge hematoma for like a few months. Probably should have taken a red shirt year that year. I definitely ruined his whole outdoor season.
Dang.
But he didn't bust a rib, didn't shatter a pelvis.
Yeah, that should have been bad. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe it hit him. That's pretty
wild.
Was
crazy. It was a crazy one.
Do you know how far you threw it?
Yeah, I popped that one over. It was over 165. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like I hadn't been throwing, like I was having a real, like that was over my PR at that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm having a great day. Just didn't think I was gonna. But you always gotta watch. You always have to pay attention.
Yeah, and don't doubt your teammates. They should have known.
That's
like,
right.
They just gonna throw this far. I should leave.
Thank you for don't doubt me. Don't doubt me out here, because you girl, I'm gonna pop one off, and I popped off several. So luckily, no one was killed that day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but sports out here, the point of that is sports are dangerous. There's going to be more danger, less danger according to what sport. You sign up at your own risk. And I think it also, I just thought about this. I think it's also one of those things you have to be mindful about the people and training people that you keep around you, because, and your coaches too, if you don't have people that have your best interests at heart, like just as a human, and you're at some gym and they're like, just spar until you bleed and pass out. And it's like, you don't care about me. I'm gonna have some issues probably because this is a world beater kind of gym. There's no there's no genuine care about my longevity as just in life. So
yeah, and that's with every sport too, like not just MMA or jiu-jitsu, like every single sport. Because like I've had some coaches that did not, they might have cared a little bit, but they didn't care enough.
That part. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but like our goat now cares a lot, and it's pretty sweet to have that.
Is. Yeah, Sensei cares a lot too.
Yeah, both senseis.
Yeah, they they have their different ways of supporting us in genuine ways, and I mean, you can't get that everywhere. And I think that's kind of what makes our spot special, at least to me, maybe you. They're just genuine peeps and genuinely care about us as people and as jiu-jitsu practitioners, and overall just try to keep everybody safe. Train smarter, not harder.
Yeah, save your body. Save your mind.
All of it. Now they might tear you down, Sensei. It's going to tear your mind down.
Yeah, but he'll build you
He'll
back up.
build you back up. If you start tearing yourself down, that's when he'll build you up.
Nice. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yep, that's right.
You'd be like, man, I suck.
No, you don't. Like he'll get serious real quick. No, you don't. You tried your best. Like, damn, okay, yeah, I did. Facts. Love y'all. Okay. Moving forward. Speaking of teammates and whatnot, quick discussion. So I was telling Michaela earlier, I said this Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw situation. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to go into their entire history. Hit you with some bullet points. Where are we at with this? So you got a teammate. Y'all were cool, besties. We're awesome. You did some problematic shit while we were teammates, but because I liked you and we're cool, I'ma ignore it because you didn't do it to me. But then you decide to leave said gym and you leave me. Do your thing, but now I'm feeling some type of way and I gotta be, I feel like you did me wrong, you did my teammates wrong. Now, yeah, you were a snake. That shit I didn't care about, I do care about now. Now we're gonna fight because we're both at the pinnacle of our career. Cool. So we fight. You beat my ass. Damn it. I lose the title. We fight again. You beat my ass even worse.
Dang.
Afterwards, I never win the title again, never get a title shot again. My career has taken a different kind of turn since those, and your career continued to ascend until you get popped for using EPO. Regardless of when you were popped, now your entire situation is put into question because said teammate, myself, who got ass beat twice, during those balloons, hey, celebration. During that time that we were on our press conference for the first fight, I accused you of using PEDs and said you showed our gym how to use them, which seems like I implicated myself too, but put that over there for a second. So if I brought this up years ago, I've lost to you now twice. Now, years later, you pop for EPO, even if it's just for this one fight. I, as a public, one would have to assume that you were probably doing this when I said you were doing this back then, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So now if we fast forward, times have gone on, said EPO fighter is now retired. They're maybe reflecting on life. The other one, we're cool, I've grown up. Okay. Let's have a sit down and maybe we can be cordial and maybe we can even be friends again. Could you do this? If you were said fighter who got derailed.
Yeah, who got my ass beat twice.
Yeah.
And then my ex-friend is now doing steroids. Or what is EPO? Is it steroids?
It's like
Or
blood doping.
testosterone?
It's like what they do for cardio, right? Extreme cardio, like Lance Armstrong, the blood doping shit.
Oh, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much time has passed? Do you know?
I mean, I think like at least like 5 years, 5+ years.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like if somebody beats my ass, I'm probably, I don't know, like we're all right, but we're not going to be friends.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Especially
feel
if you're
that.
doing stuff and then you lied about it and then you came out and said later down the road that you were doing it. I'd be
But
kind of
you weren't
salty.
even really saying that you did it. You got caught and then doubled down on like, well, I only got caught for this one fight. That was the only time I was doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't trust that person.
Nope. You showed me who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, who's the bad one in this context?
TJ.
TJ.
You're like, yeah, seems about right.
Yeah, do you think you could, I don't know, be friends with someone again after that? No.
Nope. Nope. I'm going to hold a grudge. I'm going to be
Mhm.
petty. I'm not going to be petty, but I'm going to hold a grudge. I'm going to let. Actually, here's what it is. And people have a hard time accepting things like this. I could forgive, but doesn't mean we're going
Mhm.
to have a relationship after that.
Yeah.
Right? Now people
Yeah.
get this false premise of like, well, you forgave me. Let's go back to the same.
Mm.
This just means I'm forgiving you for myself and both so I don't have to carry this weight of negativity and stuff onto me. And by the natural courses of things and decision making, the impact that has left on me now has left that I don't trust you no more. You wouldn't be somebody who I would share a genuine laugh with. Even if we could be
Mhm.
cordial, we're not going to have the same kind of relationship based off of your decisions. You have to sit with that. I'm not being immature if I don't want to have a key it up with you and kick it. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I feel that.
Yeah. So if you did all that, I can take accountability for like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I was on some like tribalism type shit because me and you really didn't have any issues before we fought after you left. But I was gonna ride with my homies and what? Okay, cool. We live and we learn. And you also, and I'm responsible for my own career. However, I can't sit here and not put those two losses that I lost my title, I lost the rematch, and I was never the same after that. That
Mhm.
does something to you mentally. And if
Mhm.
you were cheating at that particular time when you fought me, you are a part of the story, and that's just facts. I can't forgive that. I can forgive.
Mhm.
I can forgive so I can move on, but that will forever be why we're not gonna be cool.
Yeah. Now that's fair. But what are they doing? They're having a podcast together potentially, or being guests on
Then
a
or
podcast.
sit down, yeah, sit down on that. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. See if
Yeah.
there's still beef there or if they're just
I
chill.
don't know, but ongoing is what that one is.
Mhm.
Um. Okay, and then a couple quick mentions here. I was watching it when I saw it on the screen when I went over there to Michaela's. Alex Pereira, we were just talking about the champ who just fought, retained his title with the light heavyweight championship. His little sister is a karate phenom.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, she's crazy. Just like Alex.
Yeah. I think it was like a couple weeks ago. Like she had a knockout. It was nasty, nasty left hook. And I mean, it was identical to Alex. So she is the female
Mhm.
version of Alex Pereira, the way she threw that strike.
Yeah, all that power too. Like, I don't know what's in their genes, but they got insane strength.
Yeah. People say maybe like the bone, just their bone density, the way they're built. Because
Mhm.
they're not like yoked up,
No.
but they just have a lot of like muscle mass to their
Mhm.
frame. But even his sister's not like super muscular, but she was
No.
tall for the weight class.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she was 5'9". 5'9"
Mm-hmm.
and around 130 pounds. That's pretty slim.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
So,
it was a solid left hook though. I watched it a few times earlier today.
uh, bow, man, it was like instant broke. I was like, ooh, yeah, that nose is
Mhm.
done.
Ugh.
Not it. So we'll be seeing her on the scene.
Yeah, that's cool. And I want to check out Karate Combat too, or Combat Karate. Which one is it? Karate Combat or Combat Karate?
Combat karate, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. In the pit, I've never seen it before until
Yeah, that pit
today.
is pretty cool.
It looks pretty fun. Like I would love to do anything like jiu-jitsu or MMA in a pit like that.
Yeah,
Like jumping off the walls.
ready. Michaela's like, I'm ready.
It looks fun.
Bam.
Kind of like a play pit, you know?
Yeah. Dang, what if you had the play balls in there?
Oh,
Like,
that'd be
maybe bust an
wild.
ankle.
Probably.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Wild.
You can box in the play pit.
That'd be kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. Get knocked out and you land in all the balls.
Okay. So moving forward, mention I don't know when this movie's coming out. I didn't look at it, but Sydney Sweeney, actress, she is set to play uh Christy Martin.
Yeah, I just saw that the other day too.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
was
that'd
like,
be
that'd be
cool.
kind of cool. So Christy Martin was a boxer, American boxer who competed in 1989 to 2012, holding WBC female super welterweight title in 2009. And she was the first female boxer elected to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame in 2016, and in the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2020, which was the first year for the women to be on the ballot. Info
Dang.
Wikipedia.
Dang, 2020.
Yeah. So that movie should be pretty cool. I would definitely check out that biopic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like that too. Yeah, I didn't know
Um,
who she was though, Christy Martin, until today, until I looked her up. Did you follow boxing when you were a kid too, or was it mainly MMA?
um, I guess it was mainly MMA. I can't say that like I didn't follow boxing, but it was like I watched it and I was somewhat familiar with it just
Mm-hmm.
because like my dad was into it. So,
Yeah.
but I didn't, but not like MMA.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Um, what about you?
I didn't watch any of this growing up.
Yeah.
When like in my parents' house, we just watched football and basketball, maybe a little bit of baseball and golf, and that was about it. Like I
Mm-hmm.
didn't watch any MMA, any boxing, any martial arts. The only like I did karate, not karate, taekwondo for a couple years when I was a kid, and that was like the most I had MMA related, like growing up.
Yeah.
But I am from a small town, like we didn't have much there.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have wrestling there either. So like
Yeah.
I don't know.
You gonna be the
Most
talk of the town. Yeah.
yeah, I already have some just like random my mom's random friends will comment like MMA stuff on my Facebook every once in a while.
Yeah. The town's pride.
Uh,
that
don't put that on me.
was not on you. No pressure. No pressure. Uh. All right. Are we ready to move to our last two?
Yeah,
All right. Topic of the week: all things fall, all things Halloween. In celebration of the fall, as we continue to say, happy B-Day to Michaela and myself.
happy
So,
birthday.
happy
Early birthday.
birthday. Thanks, Michaela. So, when was there any particular like milestone birthday that like you remember anything like significant, like your 16th, 21st, 13th, turning a teenager
Mm,
that stuck out to you?
yeah, I don't remember my 18th birthday. Don't know why.
Dang, it's gone.
Yeah. My 21st, I didn't do anything because of rowing. We had a rowing meet, I think the day after or that weekend. So I didn't, my 21st was just a normal day. Um,
Dang.
but my 16th, I do remember my friends threw me a surprise birthday party, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Being 16, all my classmates and everybody was there. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Nice. Hell yeah. Uh, let's see. Obviously, I've got a few.
Yeah.
My 16th birthday, I remember being at the mall. My grandparents, they're like throwing me a little party at the lake shelter house. When I came
Hmm.
out from the mall, I went to go start my car. Car didn't start. And I was like, what? Well, I know I had gas in the car, but there was no gas in the car.
Mm.
So somebody got me, or maybe I didn't have gas in the car, but I remember putting gas in the car.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what happened before got to the parties. That was my 16th. 18th, same. I don't even know. I think I remember what I did on my 18th. It wasn't a whole bunch of nothing or a whole lot of nothing. Not
Mm-hmm.
sure. 21st, obviously got lit. Got lit with my friends. Had a big old party in our Emporia house.
Nice.
And I didn't make it to midnight. But I did manage to wake up fully okay. Surprisingly, I walked
No, that's good.
downstairs. I know, I walked downstairs and my roommates were shocked. They were like, "Are you alive right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and
Dang.
I'm thriving. I got to make it down to Lawrence so I can party it up with the fam. And that night was the Shogun Lyoto Machida rematch for the title. That's when my boy Shogun won the title,
Mm-hmm.
won it back from Lyoto. Or he won it because he should have won it the first time. But
Dang. Great memory.
bow, 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 bow.
Always on the facts.
Always. So, yeah. Birthdays. This will be Michaela's 28. I'll be big old 36 this
Yeah.
year. So we're, again, continuing to ascend.
Mm-hmm. How was your 30th birthday? Was that
My
different?
I was a little bit because I came down here. My 30th birthday, I had just moved to Minnesota to start school, doc school.
Mm-hmm.
So I came back down for fall break, and that just so happened to fall obviously right around my birthday. So I had a birthday celebration with the family. I also got promoted to blue belt that weekend
Oh, that's
here.
cool.
Yeah, because they reached out to my gym in Minnesota just to make sure it was all good since I hadn't
Mm-hmm.
been there very long. Um, and yeah, that and came back to Minnesota, and that was that. That was my 30th.
Yeah. Yeah, did it feel different turning 30? Or did you feel like a change at all?
I thought I did, but really not until 31 because I was like, oh, I'm in my
Mm-hmm.
30s now.
Mm-hmm. That's when it hits.
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
like, ah.
Noted.
Yeah. I will, like I said, it was like 20, like 28 and like 30 is just weird. It's just an awkward,
Mm-hmm.
there's an, like, you'll know once you get, and you'll
Yeah.
be like, yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it now.
Mm-hmm. It's an odd time. I started jujitsu at 28.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we all would have started at like 16.
I know, right? Get 12 years old. I'm out here.
Mm-hmm.
Man, imagine where we'd be right now.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about, but it wouldn't be our journey if we would have done that, like we all,
Exactly.
like everything's happened at a certain time.
Yep. Um, yeah. But that's how it be sometimes.
Yeah, did you have a favorite Halloween costume? Mm.
I was trying to go back through all of my costumes that I've worn throughout the years. And I think there's two that kind of stick out to me. One where I was the Black Sarah Connor, Terminator. And then my friend Blanca was she was the Day of the Dead. Like she did like some makeup and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, had me a little toy gun, little black
Nice.
vest, black blackout. People were like, "Who?" I was like, "I'm the Black Sarah Connor." Yeah, that was good. Let's see. You probably don't know, but for those that did watch this, for my birthday, because like I said, my family's funny. They like to just like celebrate for me or like this is what we're doing. So my grandma was like, I want it to be a costume party like a while ago. I was like, I don't want to wear costumes. Like that's what we're doing because she wanted to be a crayon. So she was a purple crayon.
Is this your blind grandma or your other grandma?
Yeah,
Your
no,
blind
that's what
grandma?
my
That's so awesome.
she told us she's all about the festivities. She be out here. So I'm like, okay. So I got my little Kangol hat. I had my little gold like chain and stuff. I was Nino Brown from New Jack City, which was like Wesley Snipes. You have to look it up. He was this drug kingpin. But I say that was one of my favorites because I had my mom and my dad cracking up. Because it was like, yeah, Nino Brown. My dad's like, you should have told me I would have been G Money, his best friend. I'm like, I'm sorry, it just came to me.
Oh, that's
I
so
know.
cool. That's so funny. Your grandma wanted to be a purple crown.
I'm gonna find the photo. I'm gonna send it to you. She out here. So those were pretty memorable. The one I do remember that wasn't favorable when I was a kid, Rugrats, were popping. And I had the Angelica costume, right? I was like, cool, I'll be Angelica, like I'm excited to be a Rugrat. Was all excited to come home, trick or treat that night. My mom's friend, her daughter, I don't know if something happened to her costume or like she didn't have a costume, but we had two costumes and maybe it just didn't fit. But it was a cow with a cowbell or Angelica. You know what I got stuck with?
The cow.
The fucking cow.
How old were you when that happened?
I think I was 6, like 5 or 6 or something like that.
Not the
Man.
cow.
No, it was. I was like, oh. And like, who wants to give candy to an angry kid?
Yeah,
right?
An angry cow.
Like, happy Halloween.
And your bell was probably just rattling the whole way.
Bro. Man, that was tragic. Like, talk about coming home on a high and then just being like, just like stomping on a bug, right? Just foul. It was terrible.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. I'd be disappointed too.
What about yours? What was your favorite costume?
I was thinking about this when I think I was in like 8th grade, maybe my freshman year of high school, but me and my 2 buddies dressed up as old people. And that was pretty awesome. We went to the thrift store downtown and got walkers and like old people clothes and shoes.
Hell yeah.
That was pretty fun. Did that. And then when I was a kid, I think I was a witch, like a few times.
Damn, that was your love being a witch.
Yeah, I think that was my thing growing up, like with the hat and like.
I could see it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I think being an adult, my favorite is my Spider-Man suit because it looks legit. It looks awesome.
Yo, once you're an adult, you can start spending a little more money on, your costumes. It's like I'm not gonna do a one and done. This is gonna go back in the closet to recycle next time.
Yeah, I've worn my Spider-Man suit probably 5 times.
Lit. I'm here for that.
Yeah, I'll wear it. I'll probably wear it a couple times.
Why not?
Before Halloween.
As you should. I support this.
I can't wait. I want to show up to kids class as Spider-Woman, not Spider-Man.
That's right. Web on kids. They'd be like, Michaela. Hell yeah. That'll be fun. Okay. Well, with the fall costumes or B-days and all of that, is there any lessons that you have learned over time that, now that you're older and you're like, damn, like at 21, this is where I was at. This is what led me to making certain decisions. And not to go back and be like, if I would have, should have, could have. No, like moving forward, this is what I've learned moving forward.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big question. Like a lot of I don't know, like I've learned a lot over the past 10 years, but I don't know. I feel like one of the bigger things is just knowing you can't control everything and just letting go. Kind of just like only you can only do what you can do and not worry about everything else because it's too much to think about.
That part. That part. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things though. Like, do you have
Oh, for
anything that
sure.
sticks out?
I think maybe, what sticks out to me, uh, like the importance and significance, not that it wasn't, but, and, um, I think in my younger years, and I've always had this foundation. I think it's just been solidified if I've aged, as I've been privileged enough to have all spectrums of family and have relationships like age wise. So I've seen
Mm-hmm.
different stages of ages, is like this, the significance of your relationships and the depths that you keep them at.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I think when I was younger, and I just naturally know a lot of people, I genuinely have a lot of relationships with a lot of,
Mm-hmm.
different people, but I'm also like, I'd say like close, not like a handful of people. I would say like, obviously like all the jits people. I would say I'm fairly close with you. Obviously, I'm closer
Mm-hmm.
with some people in jujitsu than I am with other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and whoever, but there's still like an authentic genuineness that I don't take lightly with people. And I think when I was like early 20s and whatnot, I was like, oh, hey, cordial. Like, yeah, we're like acquaintances and whatnot. And yes, I'd keep it surfacey. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'd really, it's not until like when I've gotten older and I can revisit some of those not revisit some of those relationships, but you see somebody that you haven't seen in a really long time, or you see something on Facebook, and because I had such good positive relationships back then with them, or like right, things have just developed, how you get different networks, you have different
Mm-hmm.
opportunities just because of the people that you know. um, you don't know what kind of impact people can have on your life, or what kind of
Mm-hmm.
impact you can have on somebody else's life just through your interactions. And I don't take that stuff lightly. So like when I say like I have a second family, it's like I don't take my relationships lightly. It's like if I haven't seen you in a while, I'm feeling some type of way,
Mm-hmm.
about it, because time just goes fast. And I think that was something I didn't really, like, a few years could go by when I was in my 20s and I hadn't seen somebody or talked to somebody who I traditionally was like somewhat close to, and it wouldn't necessarily bother me. But nowadays it kind of bothers me because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on with you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I noticed. Like you are very close with like your family and like all your friends. And like I feel like you know a lot of people too. Like you're very welcoming and like I don't know, I just feel like you're a really friendly person, you know?
Thanks, bro.
But I think it's awesome like your relationship with your dad and your grandma and your family members, like you guys are close and that's cool to see. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. Like that makes sense. What you said like fits.
Appreciate you, bro. It's just, yeah, like, and I this they've been modeled to me,
Mhm.
like relationships are like, I seen it with my grandma. I mean, like the relationship she's built over the decades, like she still has very positive and significant relationships with people just from what she's built, you
Yeah.
know. And it's not expecting any kind of reciprocation kind of thing. It's just like
Mhm.
genuinely enjoying somebody's humanness,
Yeah.
um, and knowing I care about you as a person.
Mhm. Yeah, I do think something I've like realized in life is like that spark and that connection that you have with people and that like your ability to like spread your positivity. Like I think that's probably for me, I feel like that's one of the reasons why we're here is to connect and spread that like the things that like I think that bring me joy, like being able to share that with other people and spread that with other people and just I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it.
I hear you. I was following. You were making
Yeah.
sense. I was like, yeah, get it. Get
Mm.
it.
But yeah, kind of along the same lines, just that connecting. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's different with everybody because
It is.
I'm not an extrovert, so I'm I'm pretty like small circle-ish,
But that's
but
okay. But the
yeah.
circle you have, like you have very strong bonds and connections with
Mhm.
the circle, right? And it's felt. I feel that
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And like surrounding yourself with people that are positive and they're going to lift you up. I think that's really important too, and not engaging in the energy vampires out there. Like
They
knowing
are out there.
knowing what's going to drag you down versus knowing what's going to help lift you up. That's a
We
big
don't
one.
need draggers. We don't need them bringing us down. We just need people lifting us up.
Mhm. Cuz it feels good. At least for me, I've noticed when I'm around like an energy vampire, it is kind of it is draining, and it's hard to keep the progression when you got something that's kind of slowing you down. But if you're around the right people, it kind of like speeds up your progress, or it kind of like shoots you further
Yep.
to like into your plans or whatever you're trying to do in life.
Yep. Straight up. Don't be a vampire, a soul vampire, and don't surround yourself with people who are soul vampires.
Mhm. Yeah. Got to protect your energy.
That part. That part. So I think that's a perfect segue into our Zen talk, which
Yeah.
is how do you find your fun in things? Finding the lightness to ascend in spiral or in a spiral versus being bogged down and torn down by it.
Mhm. Yeah, that's kind of just what we were saying. Yeah, you can't I don't know. Just don't give your energy into things that are going to bring you down. Or knowing your boundaries too, like knowing what is going to bring you down versus knowing what's going to lift you up.
That part. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's something that you definitely learn as you get older. Just knowing yourself more, and like realizing what you like and what you're drawn to, and knowing if something's going to upset you, versus something that's going to like boost you up.
That part. You gotta know your that's your responsibility. Know yourself. You can't get bogged down if you take responsibility and accountability for you not ascending.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that is, you have to, if you're not finding your lightness and your shit's getting sucked down by this vampire and you're not doing anything by it or about it, don't blame it on the other person. Don't blame it on the,
Mhm.
the, the vampire. Blame it on yourself. And it's
Mhm.
a lot of times people will struggle because, well, you didn't get the response you wanted to, or people didn't respond in the way that you wanted them to. And so now that's somehow, well, I'm stuck, or I'm bogged down, or I can't ascend because they didn't. Well, what didn't you do,
Mhm.
or what did you do?
Yeah, and that's kind of I don't did we talk about this last week, setting limits on yourself?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Got to know when. Don't go from
Yeah.
0 to 100.
Yeah. Yeah, and just knowing, I don't know, just knowing yourself.
Know yourself. Know
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, that's a big thing when I was younger, like in my early 20s, and I was listening to podcasts, and all these like 30-year-olds were like, yeah, 30 is like the best time because that's when you fully like feel like yourself and you accept everything. And I remember being like 23 and like, oh, I want to be 30, or I want to have that mindset of a 30-year-old. But I feel like I feel it at 28, so I think
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm
This is
good.
you're in crunch time now, baby.
Yeah.
It's getting there. I'm here for this journey for you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And like I said, I told you over the last year, I've noticed that you have definitely been increasing and at least distributing your confidence more outwardly, which
Nice.
tells me you are becoming more aware and leaning more into self and figuring shit out, like allowing yourself to
Mhm.
grow and be open. to new experiences and everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Like you're seeing that. You know.
Got you, bro. Yeah. And that lightness, what helps, I know for me, I don't know about for you, of like part of like the lightness for me and not getting bogged down. We talk about boundaries, being intentional with your
Mm-hmm.
boundaries, stop giving up your power to other people about the infringement on your boundaries and whatnot. And one of my major things, one of my biggest values is finding the fun and finding the joy in everything. Look, I
Yeah.
have dark humor. I can laugh about some dark shit. Obviously, we're humans, and I fully believe that everything should be able to hold space, the uncomfortable shit, even when it's super painful. Sometimes it's
Mm-hmm.
not time to laugh because that's not what my body's on. And sometimes it's like you can, you can find the light in it. You can find some jokes in it, Maybe I'm not laughing about it at this moment, but like a week from now, I'm gonna be busting up about it. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
laughing about the intrusive thoughts of almost killing me and my partner in the mountains driving. And shortly after we got down from that, I was able to laugh about how anxious and how intrusive those thoughts were.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find the humor in things.
Yeah. And you're hilarious, so that only makes sense that you're always searching for humor.
You got to laugh. Get it from my grandma.
Yeah.
You have to laugh.
Oh, that's fine. I need to meet your grandma.
I gotta meet your grandma. Well, I met
All
your
right.
grandma,
Yeah.
but I haven't
I,
really gotten to talk to your grandma.
mm-hmm. Yeah. You need to talk to both my grandmas.
Yeah, I would love to talk to both your
All
grandmas.
right.
Sup, grandmas? Be talking to y'all.
Yeah. I need to
Mm-hmm.
send this podcast to my grandmas actually, see what they think of it.
Yeah, I sent it to my grandma's phone so my grandpa can pull it up for her.
Mm-hmm. Does she listen? Do you know?
I'm gonna have to check because I sent her the link. I'll be like, Grandma, have you listened to it yet?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Put it on the Alexa. Stop playing. Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't tell you what the quote was. I hope you
Mm-hmm.
find this like you like it.
All right.
But shout out to Emily again. She helped cultivate this quote slash topic, keeping things
Nice.
fun and whatnot. So this is a quote, Esther Hicks. If you knew your potential to feel good, you would ask no one to be different so that you can feel good. You would feel yourself of all that, or you would free yourself of all that cumbersome impossibility of needing to control the world or control your mate or control your child. You are the only one who creates your reality. Esther Hicks.
All right.
Yeah.
I like how that last part summed it all up for me.
All right. All right, last one. Yep, that last one does sum it up. But let me do a reread of that so I don't mess it up the second time. But I always hit you with number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is if you knew your potential to feel good, you would ask no one to be different so that you can feel good. You would free yourself of all that is cumbersome impossibility of needing to control the world or control your mate or control your child. You are the only one who creates your reality.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. So, what you speak aloud, you will manifest. What you are willing to continue putting into your environment, your setting, your energy, your system, that's going to be your reality. If you continue to shape your narrative and reality and negativity, pessimism, blame, that's going to be your reality.
Mm-hmm.
If this is making you feel some type of way about what I am saying, I am clearly speaking to you because obviously might be some challenges that you want to take on so you can
Mm-hmm.
process that for your own. Same. And I think this is exactly what Michaela and I have been on. Our reality has been we have put foot to fucking ass over the last 3+ months and on, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I have continued for myself, and I've seen from Michaela in real time how our sequoias are continuing to grow. They're baby sequoias right now, but they are getting there. And it's not just happening overnight. It's because we're taking shit into our own hands and moving accordingly.
Yeah, we're grinding out here and watering our little saplings.
Yep.
I bet our sequoias are like 3 inches tall right now,
Dang, that's
like
solid.
little
Look at
babies.
us. Don't want to see us out here, baby gang, baby sequoia gang out here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thriving. There'll be trees someday.
yeah. Ask about us in these streets after a while, and don't be mad if you out there sitting on your hands not doing nothing. We out here moving, and I am pushing you all to move too. Don't play the blame game. Find joy in your life. Find some fun in the things that you do.
Do what you love. Figure out what you love. That's another thing. I feel
That
like a lot of
part.
people struggle with that. And I feel like I'm pretty lucky in finding jiu-jitsu because I love jiu-jitsu. But
Yep.
it's not, I don't know. Everybody's got to find their own thing.
Yep. And that means finding yourself.
Mm-hmm. Bam.
Oh, shit. We got y'all. So, damn, I think that's a great message to kind of end on. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Solid episode.
Ah,
Episode 14.
chokes and consciousness. We out here again. Yes. So, once again, this is Deja.
This is Michaela.
And we will reconvene with y'all next time.
Peace.
Bye.